Yo, what up YouTube, what up boxing fans? Will Robert the Ghost Guerrero be the next person in line to face Floyd Money Mayweather? Well, he's got that green belt at 147, and when Mayweather comes back to fight, he usually goes after that green belt at his true weight class, 147 pounds. You know, in my opinion, Mayweather, his first time moving up to junior middleweight, he did have a tough time with Miguel Cotto, let's be real. Miguel Cotto won his fair share of rounds. And now, if Mayweather steps up against the biggest puncher in the junior middleweight division, and yes, I'm talking about Canelo Alvarez, if Mayweather, steps up to face the biggest puncher in the junior middleweight division, I would be surprised myself to see Mayweather take on that challenge. For me, both of these opponents are a double-edged sword, While, Mayweather's going to be just as big as... He just has a sort of a mauling, Bernard Hopkins inside fighting game that can really give everybody problems. But for Mayweather, he's known, surprisingly enough, as one of the best inside fighters in boxing. Even in his youth, he fought a tremendous inside fight against Philip Ndu. Then he went on to face Miguel Cotto, where much of that fight was on the ropes. And, Floyd Mayweather, tremendous defense. Also, when De La Hoya tried to get inside on him, his defense was superb in that super fight. Overall, Mayweather can do it all. Not to mention Ricky Hatton, who he outclassed on the inside. Overall, Mayweather can truly match what Robert Guerrero brings to the table. And overall, I think that's who's going to secure the next fight. Of course, Boxing Scene is the one that first reported this, that they had a source close to the negotiations that believes that Robert Guerrero is close to done for Floyd Mayweather, signed on the dotted line for May 4th. However, the following day, Leonard Ellerbe issued a statement that said Floyd has made no decision on who he's fighting. And overall, I think this is a tough decision, He either has the choice to stay at junior middleweight, fight Canelo Alvarez, who's young and probably not ready for someone as skilled as Mayweather, or he can go back down to 147 and be very comfortable against Robert Guerrero. Now, I know you're thinking, a lot of fighters have moved up, who went up in weight and back down, have looked worse. But Mayweather didn't really move up to 154. He came in at like 150, 151 or 150. He didn't really go up all the way to 154. So, he really floats around 147, 150. Even when he's walking around. So he always stays in shape, and that's really his perfect weight. I definitely don't see Mayweather going up to middleweight, but overall, I think his most likely opponent will be Robert Guerrero, just considering his first step up to 154 was literally the toughest fight of his career, other than Jose Castillo, the first one where he did injure his hand. So, considering that, I think he's going to take maybe a safer route against Robert the Ghost Guerrero. And I think this is just as big of a fight because Canelo has got unfinished business with Austin Trout. I want to see that fight. And I want to see if he ducks Trout and takes on Cotto. If Mayweather takes on Guerrero. Because Canelo really has those two options. It's Trout or Cotto. Right? And if he takes Cotto, that's a PR nightmare for Canelo Alvarez. Who, who's known for ducking fighters. Austin Trout deserves that title shot. And it would be a shame if Canelo Alvarez didn't give it to him. Overall, if Mayweather wants to take that fight, it's a big money fight. But I think the money's still there for Robert Guerrero. And I think Mayweather might lean to taking on Canelo in September. for whatever reason. I think that's ultimately going to be his decision, and I think he's going to take on Robert Guerrero this coming May 4th, Cinco de Mayo. That's my opinion. For now, it is what it is, guys. Peace out, take care.